10 toxic celebrities that proved they were walking red flags. Starting off with number 10, Ellen DeGeneres. A 2020 tweet from comedian Kevin T. Porter first sparked the speculation that talk show host Ellen DeGeneres is actually really rude. It's ironic because Ellen is one of the biggest proponents of kindness, so it's almost impossible to believe that she could be a mean celebrity. But the accusations never went away and ultimately led to a full-scale investigation into the claims her own employees made against her. But now that her show has officially come to an end, we might be seeing a lot less of her, or at least a lot less of her smiling and dancing and giving away free stuff. But let's be real, how much of those gifts were actually coming out of her own pocket? Probably not much. But enough about Ellen, let's talk about the real star here, Kevin T. Porter. He sparked one heck of an investigation with his tweet, and I have to say, I'm impressed. It takes a lot of courage to stand up against someone as powerful and beloved as Ellen, but you know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And boy did Ellen fall hard. From being hailed as the Queen of Nice to being called Queen of Mean, that's quite the transformation. I wonder if it was all just a ploy for attention. Maybe she wanted to be seen as the bad girl of Hollywood instead of the lovable talk show host. I mean, it's not like she didn't have enough money and fame already. Number 9, Mike Myers. After a successful stint on Saturday Night Live, Mike Myers became a household name, starring in the Austin Powers trilogy and voicing Shrek in the animated movies. But he slowly slipped out of the limelight, supposedly because of how rude he is on set. While he's known for delivering the laughs on screen, off-screen, he is reportedly a total diva. Amy Hill, Mike's The Cat in the Hat co-star, revealed in an interview with the AV Club that working with him was miserable. Apparently, he kept everyone waiting and even had someone feed him chocolates on set. But maybe we shouldn't be so quick to judge Mike Myers. Maybe he was trying to get into character as the eccentric Dr. Evil or the lovable ogre Shrek. Or maybe, just maybe, he was preparing for his next role as the ultimate diva. Imagine Mike Myers strutting onto set in a sequined gown and full glam makeup, demanding that his co-stars address him as Your Highness or King of Comedy. He would have his own personal assistant following him around with a feather fan and a bowl of peeled grapes. But let's be real. If Mike Myers did turn out to be the biggest diva in Hollywood, it wouldn't be surprising. After all, he did play the infamous prima donna dieter on Sprockets during his time on SNL, and who could forget his portrayal of the flamboyant fashion designer Maurice Pitka in The Love Guru. It was like he was born to play these diva roles. Number 8, Sandra Bullock. Sandra had a shockingly rude moment with a fan that tarnished her reputation. Reportedly, a veteran and fan of Sandra's who was in a wheelchair asked the star for an autograph. After his request, she covered her face and shouted insults at the man. Sure, she can't make time for every fan, but yelling at a person is no way to turn down a request as simple as an autograph. Onlookers were shocked by her response. However, this incident was a rare blip on the radar for the beloved actress. Sandra is known for her down-to-earth personality and relatable charm. She has been in the entertainment industry for decades, but has managed to stay humble and grounded through it all. Or I guess most of it. In fact, did you know that Sandra Bullock almost became a meteorologist instead of an actress? She was studying at East Carolina University and interning at a local news station when she discovered her true passion for acting, and we are so glad she did. She has played a wide range of characters in her career, from comedic roles to more serious dramatic roles, but no matter the role, Sandra always manages to bring a sense of wit and charm to the character, and her comedic timing, impeccable. Don't let her sunny personality fool you though. Sandra is a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood. She not only stars in films, but she also produced and directed movies as well. Is there anything she can't do? Number 7, Jerry Seinfeld. Longtime comedian Seinfeld has a history of not being so nice to fans, interviewers, and talk show hosts. One of his most famous fans, Kesha, once asked for a hug on a red carpet, and he turned her down in the most awkward and cringy way. Apparently, Jerry has a strict no-hugging rule, so we guess it's understandable that he turned her away. He also has been viciously rude to multiple talk show hosts, including Seth Meyers and the late Larry King. But let's not forget, Seinfeld is a comedian after all, and comedians are known for pushing boundaries and making people laugh at uncomfortable situations, so it's no surprise he would use his quick wit to shut down interviewers or awkward celebrity encounters. In fact, Jerry has even poked fun at his own reputation for being difficult in interviews. In an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, he joked about how he manages to stay relevant in the entertainment industry by being difficult and unapproachable. He also recognizes that his humor may not always be received well by everyone. In a 2019 interview with the New York Times, he said, "Comedy is not the job of making people feel comfortable, it's the job of making them laugh." And he has definitely succeeded in that. Number 6, Adam Levine. Former coach on The Voice made headlines after making rude comments about co-star Blake Shelton. During one episode, Adam went so far as to say he hates his fellow judge. While some thought he was just being sarcastic, the awkward silence in the room was telling. Adam is known for his snide sense of humor, but honestly it seems like fans are over it. But don't let his controversial comments fool you. Adam Levine is actually a pretty talented musician, lead singer of the band Maroon 5, and has been in the music industry for over 2 decades, and it seems like his fellow coaches on The Voice can agree that he knows what he's doing when it comes to singing. Adam Levine is also named People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2013, much to the delight of his swooning fans. But don't let his good looks and charm fool you. Adam Levine is a multifaceted individual. In addition to being a musician and TV personality, he is also a philanthropist and has been involved with numerous charities such as the Trevor Project and Keep a Child Alive. Adam Levine has had his fair share of love affairs, including dating famous models and actresses. But in 2014, he finally settled down with modeling Behati Prinsloo, and they have 2 adorable daughters together. We can only imagine how charming their family dynamic must be. Number 5, Will Ferrell. This one hurts pretty bad. Comedian Will Ferrell is beloved by many, so it was heart-wrenching to discover that he is actually known for being rude to his fans. It seems comedians take the sarcastic and dry approach that many people mistake for being mean. When fans ask him for an autograph, he is known to tease them for even making the request. Wow. It's always a bummer when your favorite celebrity turns out to be not so nice in real life, but hey, at least we can still enjoy their comedy from afar. In this case, Will Ferrell is just one of many comedians who use sarcasm and dry humor as their defense mechanism, but let's be real, sometimes you just can't help but laugh at their witty comebacks and snarky comments. It's all in good fun, right? Well, maybe not for those poor fans who were simply hoping for an autograph, but hey, at least they have a memorable encounter with one of their favorite comedians, even if it's not exactly what they expected. But let's not single out Will Ferrell, because he's definitely not the only comedian known for being a bit rude. For example, we already spoke about him, but Jerry Seinfeld, who is notorious for shutting down fan encounters with a simple no thanks. Number 4, Jesse Eisenberg. Jesse made headlines after he was interviewed by journalist Romina Puga and was downright mean to her. Jesse is already a little awkward in interviews, but this time he was just plain rude. Romina shared afterward that she was hurt by his biting comments and insults. The actor claimed he was caught off guard and thought that she had found his dry sense of humor amusing. But let's be real, Jesse is known for playing socially awkward and offbeat characters on screen, so it's no surprise that his real-life persona may mirror some of those traits. And while we can't excuse the rude behavior, it does make for an interesting interview. Who knows what kind of zingers he'll come up with next. Despite that incident, Jesse is still a beloved actor and has starred in some fan-favorite films like The Social Network and Zombieland. Number 3, Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer is known for her relatable personality and sense of humor, but not for being super nice to her fans. She's even admitted herself that she can be really rude to avoid fan interactions. In a Variety interview, she shared that the fame and public attention make her uncomfortable. I become incredibly rude. I turn into a huge expletive. That's my only way of defending myself, she said. But don't worry, it's not all bad. In fact, she has a history of being quite hilarious and charming to fans when she wants to be. For instance, at the 2014 Oscars, Jennifer was caught turning around in her seat to photobomb Taylor Swift during an interview with Ryan Seacrest. This led to one of the most iconic celebrity photos of all time, and let's be real, we're all glad she did it. And who can forget the time when Jennifer tripped on stage while accepting her Best Actress Oscar? Instead of being embarrassed and shy, she fully embraced the moment and even joked about it in her speech. You guys are just standing up because you feel bad that I fell. And number 2, Cameron Diaz. Cameron is known for her work in Charlie's Angels and countless romantic comedies, but she's not known for her pleasant fan interactions. When one fan asked for an autograph, Cameron allegedly replied that if she did it for the fan, then she'd have to do it for everyone. After the premiere of Sex Tape, Cameron and co-star Jason Segel reportedly had terrible attitudes toward their fans who were there to admire the movie. Yikes. And finally, number 1, Megan Fox. Megan Fox was infamously replaced after the second Transformers film, and apparently it's because she was difficult to work with on set. Megan has defended herself though, sharing that the director, Michael Bay, was a difficult one and was a nightmare to work for. Crew members anonymously came forward against Megan as they were loyal to Michael. The tumultuous relationship between the two led to Megan being replaced by Rosie Huntington-Whiteley in the third film of the franchise. Juicy, juicy, juicy. But that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more news on your favorites. And I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.